season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
20, TX. Solo left Zion.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Hey! Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion. Corner, long.
Tua on 4th down. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Okay, break.
They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. A quick hitter complete. It's Perry. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud now on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it, Oscar. All right, let's go.
Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Tua going to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. The Saints at 13-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football. Go make the play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a give, right side. Ragland. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset him a little bit, didn't I? Because
touchdown, New Orleans! Devontae Adams, 64 yards. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And he lost the football. Into space at the 45. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Stroud on 3rd down now. he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
19 Lions.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Stroud here on third and long.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to this. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Stroud to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down at 15 after the false start.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And running with power here. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
70. Back 60. Buffalo 18.
Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
19.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And Stroud now to throw.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Ragland. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Warriors 70. 18, Rattler, 18, hurt. Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 2nd and 2.
20, TX. Out.
Now Tua. His throw incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting run backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have got it on cruise control.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
2nd and 13. He completes it to Tompkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Ragland. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Little short pass here to Hill. Escapes the defender.
Down inside the 10.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Stroud keeps it.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's got it inside the 10. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted.
picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And even 40 yards.
Let's go now.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Stroud now on 4th down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Oh, what a move.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.